I've been waiting to create this video since the day I signed up for the Ember Kickstarter. Now, I played 5th edition back in around 2017, 2018. No, not 2018. 2016, 2017, around that time. And I enjoyed it a lot. We would play super long sessions pretty much all day Saturday, which was kind of crazy, but we were really into it. And I came across a big problem. I didn't know at the time because I wasn't watching other YouTube videos of DMs and stuff like that. And mainly it was trying to balance things out as far as difficulty for the monsters because the players did get quite overpowered in a sense, especially spellcasters. However, I still have these books, still love them. Still love my DMG, brings back great memories, player's handbook. I still have the monster manual too, but we're going to get into those details later because I'm going to do another video over the 2024 rules for 5th edition. Now, the reason that this software, Ember, is going to maybe make me get back into D&D is for this reason. First, let's get into this. This is Ember. Not only does it look great, it looks great. It looks amazing. It has all this stuff. I haven't read all of this stuff yet, but I'm waiting. And I'm mainly waiting for them to update to the 2024 rules. That's not the main issue, but I glimpsed at some of the books. My books are on the way, but I have a friend and he let me look at the books and I looked at the sorcerer. I always see what do they do with the sorcerer because sorcerer is my favorite class. Let me go. And they fixed some of the main things. They gave him more spells because having a max of 15 spells at level 20 was too restrictive, and they gave extra spells depending on the bloodline, which I like. Whenever I get the book, I'll go into more detail, see what else I like, but that made me interested. Okay, I'm willing to play Sorcerer now because that was the biggest things why I didn't like it. And of course, I've heard that they fixed some of the GMing stuff and making the CR system actually work. Now, the reason why I put might and didn't do a guarantee for the Ember software is Ember still uses first edition rules. So let's go over here, click this. I like the change. I'm pretty sure this change for the Foundry module is unique to the 13.366 update. So this is the little character I created using their character creation system. I do like this, but I'm very upset that I don't know if they're going to do it later on. I'm pretty sure they would because Pathfinder is possible, well, popular. I do understand why they started with 5th edition because it's the most popular, get the most people and stuff like that. And seeing what they did with this made me think for the Aetherbound software. Of course, I'm going to start with Aetherbound because there's nothing for Aetherbound right now. But I'm probably going to add 5th edition as the second game system. I'll have to see how that works because Wizards of the Coast, from what I understand, you need to talk to them more about if you're going to do something with the system versus with Pathfinder or something like that. They're more open. They have all their rules online, stuff like that. So I'm going to create an actor and we're just going to type letters player character because I do want to go over the character creation. So this is, I love this. I love this a lot. So this makes it to create a character simple, streamlined for new players, and this is how I want it for the Aetherbound setup. Because from what I've seen, trying to onboard new players for Aetherbound currently, first off, I have a big document and no one like, oh, I don't want to say that because I do enjoy reading, but even I don't like to go through a lot of rules and stuff like that. It can present an insurmountable obstacle and cause them to be turned away from the game. But this typical video game format has the ancestry, stuff like that, has the information you can click, and it even has the satisfying sounds. Nice, nice, nice. And then you pick the ancestry that you're interested in. And then you go to class. You do your ability scores. This is typical video game stuff. And I think this really is great because it helps players get more familiar. They're happier to use the system, more streamlined, and that's one big hurdle that a lot of TTRPGs, well, pretty much all TTRPGs have to deal with, is because it's pen and paper. You have to read and stuff like that. You still have all your details. You're still sticking to the rules and stuff like that, but you don't have to. Oh, did I get all the attribute boosts that I was supposed to get? Did I get all my skills and stuff like that? Am I missing attribute? This way, they're telling you, okay, you have all of these things remaining, stuff like that. Now, another thing might this uses, which is probably my biggest gripe with it, this uses 2014 rules of 5th edition. There's nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with that. But 2024 rules, from what I understand and already what I know about the sorcerer, is simply better. I'm pretty sure you can adjust things. This is not a serious factor that will prevent me from playing 5th edition, that it only this uses just 2014 rules. But the main thing is that I use Forge to host my Foundry games that I'm currently running for Aetherbound, but we're using Pathfinder 2nd edition system and stuff like that. But Forge does not support the new 13.366 whatever thing that you need to run Ember. Now, if that changes, or when that changes, I'm going to be looking to get it on Forge and then possibly run Ember, because their native system for running games I don't know how to use, and I don't feel like putting in all of the extra work to figuring out at Forge. And that's one of the big things that I do find out, or at least only talk to one person who is, from what I understand, very seasoned DM, and why he still chooses to use Roll20 over Foundry is because the simplicity. A Roll20, you only can play online on their platform. You can't run your own server like Foundry does, but it's already there. It's simplified. It doesn't have as many features, from what I understand. But some players, and a lot of players, just love that simplicity. And simplicity in this age, from what I understand right now, is the best bet over complexity. So I'm going to keep that in mind and working on the Aetherbound VTT platform. So if I can figure out how to connect to the server, really I'd rather just wait until Forge gets the new edition. Hopefully it comes sooner rather than later. Or if I can find someone who already has all that stuff up and still has Emperor, then I will try to be a player in that. This token thing, it's nice, quirky, stuff like that. I heard from another person, he created a video that you can't use regular tokens. It only with this top-down view token, which I don't have a problem with, but I would like it to have the choice for other players. Me, I can just get used to. I'm more into the combat and stuff like that. I used to play. When I was DMing, I did have the Pathfinder tokens. I did use the tokens from their bestiary box and stuff like that, where you have the character's image picture on the cardboard, and then you put them in these stands to represent their size and stuff like that. And then we would play on the map, and on the flip map I would like draw some boundaries and stuff like that. We didn't have like, I did for some situations, but I didn't use a bunch of flip mats to represent, okay, this is the tavern, stuff like that. I just drew boundaries. So it's a lot of theater in the mind. And my players, we were in college, uh, some science majors, stuff like that. So I think that tactical grittiness, and we played Yu-Gi-Oh! So dealing with the combos and systems, I think our minds and our inclinations were already attuned to the more strategic number side and stuff like that. I do want to get more players who are more into the art side, more of, okay, I need presentations, I need things to look good and stuff like that. So there's that. And I won't get, because there's already a video out, I just wanted to talk from my point of view on why it's still a might. It's still an alpha, but from what I see so far, I really enjoy it, and I'm really excited to either be well, really excited to be a player. DMing for 5th edition, and well, I'm going to go into this tangent, and I'm going to try to make it short. Part of me is like, DMing 5th edition, I'm dealing with mostly the monsters and stuff like that, probably some NPCs. I really don't have to do a lot of work if I was to DM, and especially when using this software. Probably when using this software, more or less, because using the software, the monsters are already there and already designed, and I'm pretty sure you can still use them even if the players are using 2024 5th edition rules. So I'm all like, it will be easier for me to just be a DM of this. However, I want to play as a sorcerer and do sorcerer things, and I can't do that as a DM because if I make a monster, number one, I don't like doing the DM NPC thing because that's a lot of work, and then I'm all like, I'm fighting myself, da 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 da. I don't. I want to talk to the players. I want them to battle me. But anyway, so I'm a little torn. I'd rather be, if I'm thinking of this in terms of testing it out, just to test out the system and learn about that, I would say I'd rather be a DM because number one, I have more access to all of these things and stuff like that. To enjoy a session and sit back, I'd rather be a player. However, I might have to try to do both. We'll see. We'll see. But if you would like any content related to Ember, if you want me to dive deeper, do a live stream, talk about Ember in any way, let me know, and I will be happy to do that.